The Late Great Planet Earth. A reflection on prophecy and contemporary culture. Hal Lindsey's 1970 book, The Late Great Planet Earth, has long been a cornerstone of Christian eschatological literature. Widely regarded as one of the most influential works in the genre, the book explores biblical prophecy and its implications for modern times, blending scriptural interpretation with contemporary geopolitical analysis. Lindsey's work catapulted him to fame, largely because of his ability to tap into the anxieties of a world grappling with the Cold War, nuclear proliferation, and the turbulent social changes of the 1960s and 1970s. This article takes a closer look at the themes of the late great planet Earth, its impact on Christian thought, and its continuing relevance in a world that remains fraught with uncertainty. The themes of the late great planet Earth. At its core, the late great planet Earth is a work of biblical prophecy. Lindsey's primary focus is on interpreting passages from the Bible, particularly the books of Daniel, Ezekiel, and Revelation, to construct a timeline of events leading to the end of the world. He argues that many of these prophecies are coming to fruition in the modern era, suggesting that the end times are imminent. Lindsey's interpretation is heavily influenced by dispensational premillennialism, a theological framework that suggests a literal and sequential unfolding of biblical prophecies. According to Lindsey, the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948 marked the beginning of the fulfillment of these prophecies. He further suggests that subsequent geopolitical events, such as conflicts in the Middle East, the rise of the European Union, and the Cold War tensions, were clear signs that the world was heading toward the final chapters of history as foretold in the Bible. Impact on Christian thought. The late great planet Earth became a cultural phenomenon almost immediately upon its release. The book was not only a bestseller but also reached a wide audience beyond traditional Christian circles. It resonated with many people who were concerned about the political and social upheavals of the time. Lindsey's accessible writing style and use of current events to explain complex theological concepts helped to demystify eschatology, making it more understandable and relevant to the average reader. For many Christians, the book provided a framework to understand the chaotic world around them. It became a tool for interpreting the times, offering a lens through which to view political and social changes. For others, it fueled an intense interest in prophecy and end-times scenarios, leading to the proliferation of prophecy conferences, seminars, and a burgeoning genre of apocalyptic fiction. Lindsey's influence can be seen in later works like Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins' Left Behind series, which further popularized end-times prophecy within mainstream Christian culture. Criticism and controversy. Despite its popularity, The Late Great Planet Earth has not been without its critics. Some theologians and biblical scholars have criticized Lindsey's approach as overly literal and sensationalistic, arguing that his interpretations are speculative and not grounded in a rigorous exegesis of biblical texts. They contend that Lindsey's focus on current events leads to an interpretation of prophecy that is too heavily influenced by contemporary geopolitical concerns rather than a more nuanced understanding of the scriptures. Additionally, critics have pointed out that many of Lindsey's specific predictions have not come to pass. For example, he suggested that the world would see a series of catastrophic events culminating in the return of Christ within a generation of Israel's founding in 1948. As the years have passed without these events occurring as predicted, some have questioned the validity of his interpretations. Continuing relevance. Despite the criticisms, The Late Great Planet Earth remains a significant work in Christian literature. Its influence is still felt today, particularly in evangelical circles where interest in prophecy and eschatology remains strong. The book's ability to resonate with readers' fears and hopes speaks to its enduring power. In an era marked by new geopolitical tensions, climate change, pandemics, and cultural shifts, many find comfort in Lindsay's assertion that the events unfolding around them are part of a divine plan. Moreover, the book serves as a reminder of the power of narrative in shaping religious and cultural perspectives. Lindsay's blend of biblical prophecy with contemporary analysis created a compelling narrative that continues to influence how many Christians view the world. It highlights the human desire to find meaning and order in the midst of chaos and uncertainty. Conclusion: The Late Great Planet Earth is more than just a book about biblical prophecy. It is a cultural artifact that captures the spirit of a particular moment in history. Its message about the end times, while controversial, has provided comfort to many who seek to understand the world through a biblical lens. Whether one agrees with Lindsay's interpretations or not, the book's impact on Christian thought and culture is undeniable. As the world continues to face new challenges and uncertainties, the themes explored in The Late Great Planet Earth will likely remain relevant for those who look to Scripture for guidance and hope in turbulent times.